Yeah, I officially just replaced my bed with a hammock. My cat's like, what the hell are you thinking? Hi everybody, I'm Becky, and I want to share with you about how I am going to sell my bed and buy a hammock instead. I'm currently on my bed, which by the way is not a bed. It's the Freiheiten sofa bed from IKEA. It is a fold-out bed, queen size. It was perfectly comfortable, perfectly good for that. I live in a studio apartment. I don't have a bedroom, and I didn't want my only room to be a bedroom. I wanted to feel awake or productive. So I got myself a folding couch, which was great. It was wonderful. I've had this for 2 years, and it has worked out well. There's a place to store my bed stuff in the couch while it's a couch, and then when I turn it into a bed, I store the couch cushions in the couch as well. I do it every morning, I do it every night. There've only been a couple nights where I haven't done it, usually when I'm drunk. This bed has served me well. It actually has served me very well. But you know what? I think I want to go even further away from a bed. I think I want to go to a hammock. I used to be really afraid of hammocks when I was really fat. I actually still have a phobia of all weight-bearing things. I have a phobia of flimsy chairs. I have a phobia of kayaks and canoes. I had a phobia of hammocks. Anything where I'm hanging, anything where my weight is supported. When I went to Wisconsin, my host lent me a hammock to go to the state park for the day, and I had never set up a hammock by myself because, again, I was afraid of it, and I was afraid of weight limits. I set up the hammock, and I hung out in it for just a few hours, and it was just, like, life-changing. I came home. I immediately bought myself a hammock. I immediately bought hammocks as gifts for many of my friends. I recently visited New York City and visited my friend Teresa, and she had a hammock from Brazil when she lived in Brazil, and she had just bought a hammock stand for it. No trees necessary. It was awesome. It was awesome. It worked so well. It was incredibly comfortable. The swinging is really great. I figured, well, I would save even more square footage of my real estate if I got rid of this whole couch and this whole bed. So I did some research, and I ended up finding a hammock and hammock stand for really cheap on Amazon, which I'll link below. It was only $70. I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna snatch this up because this seems like what I'm supposed to do. So I did it. Now I'm trying to sell my couch. It feels really good. It feels really right. I've never slept in a hammock before, but buying this couch was a leap of faith, and everybody was like, are you sure? Are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm sure. And now with the hammock, I think people are going to say the same thing, and I'm probably going to have the same outcome. I mean, if I hate it, what's the worst thing, right? I buy like one of those Japanese folding mattresses, roll-up mattresses, and I get the same effect. But here's the other reason why I really like the idea of it is if I end up camping or living out of a minivan, which is a possibility that has entered into my life and is kind of like, hey, think about me. This makes you feel good. What if this? What if that? Even though I have an awesome apartment that I love in Chicago. Also, I love Chicago and I love living in Chicago. Also, I have 2 cats that I love in Chicago. And I can't imagine giving them up. I know there are some people who bring cats into vans. I don't think I could do that. That feels unethical to me. And it also feels absolutely wrong and heartbreaking, the idea of giving these cats up. So right now that is in a gray area. I will draw a line around that, leave it in the ambiguity, set it aside. It's not on my table right now. And I'm also going to show you what it's like set up in my room instead of the bed, instead of the couch. We'll see what it's like. And I'll let you know what it's like to sleep in it too. Check it out. My new bed. That's right, I'm single and not dating. Ooh, I look cool. Yeah, I think this is gonna work out just fine. I think I'm gonna be able to sleep in here tonight. Time to go to a party. Yeah, I am very much enjoying the variety of ergonomic positions available to me in a hammock. I just want to state for the record that I sold my old couch for $120, and I bought this hammock stand and the hammock, they both came together for $70. I profited off of this. And yeah, I hear you. But she sleeps in a hammock. It's like, well, I'm on an adventure. The cats don't know what to think. Okay, well, a brief note while editing. I've been sleeping on this hammock for about a month now, and it serves its purpose very well. I will say that I have had to wrap the lines with handkerchiefs and tape because the cats try to chew through the cords, and that ain't gonna happen. And sometimes I use pillows, sometimes I don't. Right now I'm using a pillow because I'm editing. And yeah, believe it or not, I actually use like a little laptop table, and I use my laptop on this hammock. I end up sleeping on it flat most of the time, but sometimes I do sleep on my side and curled up. The one way you can't sleep on a hammock is on your belly. So anyway, yeah, for anybody who's watching this, who's thinking of maybe doing this, like, go for it. It's fine. And I'm very happy that I did it, and I plan to sleep this way in a minivan. And then, of course, like, if I want over...
I see your butt.